Okay, folks, once again, I'm here to remind you that form is important, but performance is more important. And what do I mean by that? Well, why don't you come back after the little intro here and let's talk about it. So if you watch the pros play, if you watch Joe Mez or any of that stuff, you'll see there's some guys with amazing form and there's some guys with some suspect form, but they still managed to do pretty all right out there. But the biggest thing is not how far they can throw it, how well they can throw it, because there's a whole busload of people that can do that. The question is how they can perform under pressure. Can they be consistent when the pressure tightens up? Because you can have the most perfect form when you're practicing or sitting out here just farting around, but can you perform under pressure? And so some of that is that you need to groove in whatever you've got to where it can withstand the pressure. And so this is another one of these videos that says, take whatever you've got and work on it. Yeah, work on getting the form better, work on getting the spin or whatever, but wherever you are, let's work on making that the best it can be. And let's not get so uptight about telling other people how their form sucks. Unless you're a professional coach and they've asked you to help them out, or you've got a personal relationship with them, you don't need to be the arbiter of other people's throws. Especially if you don't have a relationship with them, that's just not where you need to go. If they ask for it, say, hey, what's going on? Then the door's open. But you don't need to be the keyboard warrior, or even when you're out playing with other people, unless they ask, or unless you've got a close relationship with them, just let them throw what they throw, okay? So there you go. All right, so here's the deal. I have literally just stepped out of the car. I haven't warmed up, haven't stretched. It's Sunday, so it's all day long. I've been at work with church and everything going on. So I have zero practice in. But I am literally gonna not stop this camera. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna take 10 shots at the basket down there. It's 270 feet. And I'm gonna see how well I do just out of the car, form and all, because it's more important if I can consistently get it to the basket than if I have perfect form. So let's see how I do. I lied, I'm gonna have to turn you off to fix the camera angle. All right, you can tell I haven't thrown yet because I'm not sweaty at all. That's a good indicator to see if I've added anything, see how the sweat drops match up. All right, so here's my quick stretch. Oh, this is gonna hurt. And this is not to prove, hey, look how good I am, but it's hopefully, I'm gonna throw some good shots. It's gonna reinforce the idea of you need to be consistent. That's where the score is gonna get better for you, when you can consistently throw stuff over and over again. Hold on, I got a phone call. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, let's see how we do. So yellow basket down there is 270 feet away. I've got to throw a nice little flight out here with a slight hyzer, let it flip up a little bit, and then ride back to the basket. Oh, caught the last tree. It was getting there. It's gonna be right in circle one. All right, let's put a little bit more on it. That's an inside too. Really, that's circle one, but it's not great, but that's not the warmest back. All right, we should get better. That's better, pushing. Oh, yep, tree blocked it from going right at the basket. Here we go. Get a little lower to get under the branches. That's gonna slide right up to the basket. It's gonna push, get by the tree, right under the basket. I flipped that one up. That disc is a little flippier, so that's gonna hug the right side. Okay, that stayed in bounds just outside of circle one. All right, even though these are all the same disc, some of them have hit a few more trees than others. Oh, I got scared with that one. A little inside. Still got me to circle 1. That one should slide right up, right by the basket. Little inside, and that's always my miss, but it's also a safe miss on this hole. Still gonna push, yep, just got inside circle 1. And finally the last one. Miss the branches and get to the basket. Woo, close. Okay, so there you go, guys. I'm in the circle with all 10 of the discs, and some of them went right by the basket, and a couple gave it, really the last one was the closest one to actually getting there. If I hadn't hit leaves on that other one, it might have run at the basket. But that's literally straight out of the car. Here's the thing. You need to become an excellent student of yourself and know how you throw the disc. It might not be the prettiest, but hone it in so that you're dangerous out there. It's pretty simple, but it comes from putting in the time and the work. I put in 30 years of throwing discs. So yeah, it's not the prettiest, the form is not the greatest, but I've worked on it and I'm pretty deadly with it. So anyway, this is not a, hey, don't give me crap about my form. Yeah, sure, I need to work on it. But to be honest, I'm liking where it is right now, so I'm not gonna make major adjustments to it. I'm settled with it. This 30 years of baking this stuff in, I'm just rolling with it. But hopefully I can encourage you to bake in and roll with whatever you got to the best of your abilities. So there you go, guys. Quick, down and dirty, but I just wanted to keep re-emphasizing the whole idea. Some of y'all are getting so uptight, almost like the engineers, getting so uptight with the little 0.2% of something over here and missing some of the bigger picture. First of all, we need to have joy and fun while we're out here. But then when we're working on our throwing and stuff like that, sure, we need to get good form, but some of y'all are getting so uptight about your form that you're missing the basket. Does that make sense? You are so locked in to form. Form is a servant of the game. And you're losing the game in a sense because you're so focused on the form. So yeah, let's work on the form, but let's not lose the game. Guys, back in another lifetime, I used to teach tennis. And there were kids that would come out there, or different people I would coach, and some of them really worked hard and had amazing strokes. They couldn't hit the side of a barn. They couldn't get the ball in the court, especially serves. Serves give people a hard time out there. And they would work on having the most grooved in serves, and they couldn't stop double faulting. And then there were other students that I had that had some of the jankiest looking serves, and they never double faulted. At the end of the day, which student did I prefer working with? Well, it was the guy or girl that could repeatedly serve into the court and not double fault, because form isn't the only answer out there. So does that make sense? I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm not trying to defend, just do whatever the crap you want. But remember what our goal is. It's to be accurate. Form helps, but accuracy is more than just form. I mean, yeah, we could get in a whole debate about that, and feel free to leave comments. I'm sure people will. Yeah, let's remember, let's have fun, and let's throw it to the best of our abilities, and then just don't worry about what other people say about our form. That's all I got for today. Thanks. All right, guys, well, in honor of old school disc golf, I'm wearing my Schoolhouse Rock shirt because, knowledge is power. And you know what's more important than whether you round or not? Can you get the disc to the basket? Because I would rather you round and be accurate than don't round and not be able to throw the disc. Some of y'all get a little uptight about rounding, and let's face it, somebody who self-taught for 30 years, we didn't even know what rounding was. We just threw the disc. Rounding is baked into my soul. Yeah, it's great if you can work on not rounding, but more importantly, can you get the disc to the basket, whether you round or not? That sometimes is more important. Okay, so I've got 10 discs here. I've just warmed up, but I'm gonna take 10 of these. And the question is, how accurate can I be to that basket that is 270 feet away? Because at the end of the day, whether you round or not, if the disc doesn't get near the basket, it doesn't really matter. Can I get an amen, Zach?
Amen.
Woohoo! All right, so these are all just neutral discs, and I'm just gonna try to get them within circle 1. Oh, that's a little inside. Push. It'll still, yeah, that still made it in circle one. That wasn't my best throw. Let's warm up a little bit more. Now that's going to slide right under the basket. Oh, it pushed a little. That one's flippier. For some reason, I think I hit a tree with that one. All right. Now push. Push and slide. There we go. Right up under the basket. Nope. Drop my shoulder on that one. It'll still make it down. Whew, that's just on the edge of circle one. Now give me a good slide right to the basket. Yep. Oh, almost hit the lock. Pop up and ride. That's gonna be a little left of the basket, but it's about 8 feet. Okay, maybe 10. Pick up. Come on, hold it. Come on. A little low for the ace run, but not bad. Off the pole. Last one. That's gonna be a little left too, but not bad. That's high enough. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, so close. So guys, can you repeatably throw whatever shot you have? Remember, the goal is to get better with whatever you have, to work on it so that you're more consistent and more dangerous. Sure, let's work on rounding, let's work on our form, but more importantly, let's make sure that we're able to hit the target. Does that make sense? Let's get out there and practice. Let's be deadly. Even if our form isn't the greatest, we can work with what we have. Hope that helps. Hope that encourages you. I hope to see you out on the course.